They've been on a Cinderella run.
NRG, round by round, never down, never out, true underdogs.
Hello everyone. Today, we're talking about one of the most surprising stories of Valorant Champions 2025, the rise of Team NRG. Before this tournament, almost no one believed they would even make it out of groups, let alone compete for the title of best team in the world. But here they are, proving everyone wrong step by step. While giants like G2, Sentinels, and Heretics struggled and fell, NRG quietly carved their own path. So, let's break down how they've managed to shock the entire Valorant scene, and what makes them so special this year. Let's start from their first match against EDG. On Abyss, where most teams prefer running a second duelist, NRG made a bold choice. They picked Harbor. The reason? Simple. They wanted to use Harbor's utility to create confusion and delay across the map. But more importantly, they built a composition where 3 of their agents' ultimates could almost guarantee a round, especially on attack. And that brings us to the first key reason behind their dominance. NRG's deep understanding of their agent utilities, and their perfect timing in cycling ultimates. Even though their defense looked shaky, winning only 2 rounds,
Lobster back out of it now, and they still want to anchor these sides. Last chance here for NRG to make an impact on the defense side, and they're down to 2. Scuba though, in a decent spot. Can't quite mow them down. And the last line of defense falls.
Their attack was pure mastery. They saved and rotated their ults smartly, making sure that every major buy round had either Harbor's Reckoning or Vice Steel Garden available. They never overcommit on half buys or eco rounds. Instead, they saved the firepower for when it really mattered. That discipline? That's what separates them.
Make a move, and here's Jenny, steps up on his own, brought down. Kung can't succeed, and Smoggy can't bail them out. From 2 to 10 at halftime, NRG with the resilience of prospective champions come alive and reclaim a bit.
Moving on to Corrode, we again saw NRG's confidence in doing things differently. But again, it worked. Because one of NRG's biggest strengths throughout Champions has been their exquisite utility coordination. Their second game against DRX showed exactly why they've gone so deep in this tournament. They got crushed on Haven, losing 13-4.
DRX continue to push the pace, continue to take the fight to NRG, and every single time they seem to win it out. As close to perfect as you can get. A complete stomp on their map pick, 13-4.
Then on Corrode, they were down 0-5 early on. Most teams would have panicked. But not NRG. They didn't force hero plays. They didn't try to overcompensate. They simply stuck to their game plan. NRG know who they are. They're not Paper Rex or G2. They start slow. They make mistakes. But they embrace their limitations and trust the system. They played as a team, coordinated their utilities, and waited for DRX to slip. From 0-5, they turned it around to 7-5, and eventually won the series to qualify for playoffs. Here's the thing about NRG. They don't play perfect Valorant. They don't rely on flashy strats or insane mechanical dominance. In fact, in most of their matches, they were being outplayed for almost 3/4 of the game. But they believed. They stayed patient. Ethan, their IGL, calls a simple yet incredibly effective game. When most teams lose 2 or 3 rounds and start panicking, NRG holds steady. They trust their plan. They trust each other. And that patience has made them undefeated so far. In playoffs, NRG breezed past Giants X with a clean 2-0. But their next challenge, Aspas's MIBR, was a true test of nerve. Map 1 went to overtime, but NRG closed it out.
Som coming in, you gotta look at MIBR on the line. Aspas breaking in, but Martin, do you have it in you? Swamp takes one, it's down to the 1v1. Doesn't expect Martin, but sees him now. The Shorty getting closer, Artisan 50 HP! And Martin breaks his heart with the Shorty! NRG forced deep into this OT, but make it to the ever fought for 16th.
MIBR struck back on map 2, dominating 13-4.
No no hope to be had here. Yeah, he wants this one done. And Brock will fall. MIBR coming alive.
And then came the decider, chaos on every round. NRG reached match point at 12-9, but MIBR refused to back down, forcing overtime again. And yet, somehow, NRG found a way. They dug deep and pulled off another clutch victory to move forward.
I'm ticking so loudly now for MIBR as NRG, round by round, never down, never out, true under.
Throughout the tournament, you could see NRG grow stronger with every series. They learned from each mistake, tightened their synergy, and adapted faster than anyone expected. Match after match, they transformed from underdogs into true contenders. Even after all their wins, hardly anyone believed they could beat Fnatic, one of the favorites for the title. But once again, NRG proved everyone wrong. On Ascent, they went head-to-head and won. In overtime, of course.
Called in, but a little surprised on it, maybe a mini-map moment, and now gap closed by. Bloodthirst assassin, making it look possible.
Look at Scuba's HP!
2 HP, standing on top, standing tall, a 1v1, oh my god, 2 HP!
Then, on Abyss, they absolutely demolished Fnatic. For the first time this tournament, NRG looked dominant. Their teamwork, their calling, their utility usage, everything clicked. Brock's Odin was unstoppable. Sam's smokes and clutch moments were picture perfect. It was, simply put, a masterclass in coordinated Valorant.
Investing the ult, he knows what's coming their way now, 10 more seconds. I can't believe what we've seen. It's unbelievable. NRG doubted but never defeated. Facing the giants of Fnatic and becoming legendary.
Now, NRG stand just one step away from immortality, from becoming champions of Paris 2025. A team that wasn't even expected to make it out of groups. Now on the brink of lifting the biggest trophy in Valorant. Whether they win or not, their journey has already become one of the greatest stories in Valorant history. A story of belief, teamwork, and resilience. NRG didn't just play Valorant. They redefined what it means to never give up.